Hello dear children, welcome back to the session of sequence and series. In our last class we had a discussion on arithmetic progression and some important problems on arithmetic progression. So in this class I am going to discuss about very important problems and very interesting problems on arithmetic progression. Just remember arithmetic progression, the nth term is an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d, and sum to n terms or sum of first n terms is Sn is equal to n divided by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ನಂಬರ್ 5. ಫೈಂಡ್ ದ ಸಮ್ ಟು n terms of the AP whose kth term is 5k plus 1. So what they given? Kth term is 5k plus 1, that is AK is equal to 5k plus 1. Solution. Given kth term of AP is a suffix k होते हैं, a suffix k is equal to 5k plus 1. A suffix k is equal to 5k plus 1. We know that. So what is the nth term of AP? Is an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. So we know that an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Substitute or put n is equal to k. So this says as a k is equal to a plus k minus 1 into d. A plus k minus 1 into d. Now what is ak here? 5k plus 1. Substitute there. 5k plus 1. So replace ak by what? What they given? 5k plus 1. That is a kth term is equal to a plus multiply by k d here. So k into d minus d ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. K into d minus d. So this is 5 into k plus 1 is equal to ನೋಡಿ. So k into d, that write this as d into k. D into k. Write the first term as d into k plus remaining term the group ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ a minus d. Take the remaining term as group a minus d. So now compare the coefficient of k on both sides. So here we have to obtain the value of a and d. That is the first term and common difference. Compare coefficient of k and constant term in LHS and RHS or both sides. So what we obtained? Just observe, in left hand side the coefficient of k is 5. Coefficient of k is equal to ಬರುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ನಮಗೆ 5. So whereas the coefficient of k in the right hand side is d. Therefore d is equal to ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ value 5. d is equal to what? 5. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಮಕ್ಕಳ? Next, so for the constant term, so here the constant term is 1 and in the right hand side, so a is the first term, that is a constant term, d is a common difference, that is also constant. A minus d become this, a minus d. So take d to left hand side, that reduces as 1 plus d, minus d becomes plus d. This is equal to a. What is a then? A is equal to 1 plus d. Substitute d is equal to what? 5. A becomes a is equal to 1 plus 5. That is a is equal to 6. A is equal to 6. So we obtain the values of d is equal to 5 and a is equal to 6. First term ಬಂದಿದೆ ಮತ್ತೆ that is what? First term and common difference ಬಂದಿದೆ. So next we have to find the sum of first n terms. Sum of n terms is, write the formula, Sn is equal to, that is what the formula, n divided by 2 into what? Very good. So 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So we have another formula to find the nth sum to n terms is Sn is equal to n divided by 2 into a plus l. L represent last term. Okay. So this becomes Sn is equal to, so write n divided by 2 as it is. Now replace the value of d and a, first term and common difference. So this reduces as 2 into 6. First term is 6 plus n minus 1. What is the common difference here? Common difference is 5. So this become 5. Next step is simplification. Therefore Sn is equal to, write n divided by 2 as it is, and here, so 2 into 6 is that becomes 12 plus multiply by 5. So 5 into n is 5n minus 1 into 5 is minus 5. Clear? So this for Sn is equal to n divided by 2 times of 12 ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ. First 5n ಬರೀತೀನಿ. 5n plus 12 minus 5. So that reduces as 7. Plus 12 minus 5. Therefore Sn is equal to n divided by 2 into 5n plus 7. 5n plus 7. So therefore required sum to n terms of given AP. Given AP is arithmetic progression is Sn is equal to n divided by 2 times of 5n plus 7. So what are the requirement here? A and D, first term and the common difference. Using the given condition, first find the first term and common difference. Using the first term and common difference, find the sum to n terms. So what is the answer here? Sn is equal to n divided by 2 into 5n plus 7. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಮಕ್ಕಳ? Take a pause and note on all the things what I have written here. Now dear students, we are moving to the next problem on arithmetic progression. In an AP, in an arithmetic progression, if mth term is n and nth term is m, where m is not equal to n, then find pth term. We need to find AP, right? So what they given? They given mth term as well as mth term. So using that values we can find, we have to find the pth term, that is the AP. So to find the nth term, so what is the requirement? First term and common difference. First term and common difference. So using the given condition, first we have to find common difference and nth term. Using common difference and nth term, we can find AP, that is pth term of the given AP. Solution. Given mth term is n, so am term. So here m represent mth term. So you can write here. Given mth term of AP, am is equal to what? N, and nth term of AP, an is equal to m. We need to find, what we need to find? We need to find this term, pth term, that is a suffix p, AP. Okay. We need to find AP. Now we know that a suffix n is equal to n, that is the nth term of AP. An is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. A plus n minus 1 into d. So put an is equal to, first am put n is equal to m, we get am is equal to a plus m minus 1 into d, a plus m minus 1 into d. Substitute the am, that is the nth term of the given ap, mth term. Am becomes n is equal to a plus m minus 1 into d. So better to call this as equation number 1. And an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d, that is the nth term. So what is an here? An is m. So replace an by m. So what do you obtain? M is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. So call this as equation number 2. So equation 1 and 2 as clear. They given mth term and nth term. So now consider equation 1 and 2. Using equation 1 and 2, we have to get the values of first term and common difference. First you notice, just observe the coefficient of a, we have 1. Here also coefficient of a is 1. If you subtract these two equations, the value of a get cancelled. That is, consider equation 2 and minus 1. Consider equation 2 minus equation 1. Just subtract 2 by 1. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ನಮಗೆ? Here we have m, left hand side ಅಲ್ಲಿ m ಇದೆ, equation 2. Left hand side ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಏನಿದೆ? n ಇದೆ. So m minus n. Left hand side is clear. Now come to the right hand side. So right hand side terms ಏನಿದೆ? a plus n minus 1 into d for the first term, minus second term for this term, a plus m minus 1 into d, a plus m minus 1 into d. So now this becomes m minus n is equal to a plus, so multiply by d here, so n into d minus d, n into d minus d, minus of, bracket minus of a plus m into d is md minus d. Next step is simplification. So m minus n is equal to, here we have a right as it is, plus n into d minus d. Now multiply by negative side. Minus a minus m into d, because minus into plus becomes minus, again minus into plus becomes minus, minus into minus will be plus, plus d. And here minus d and plus d get cancelled, plus a and minus a get cancelled. Clear? Plus a and minus a get cancelled. So what we have, m minus n is equal to, just observe we left it here, n into d minus m into d. Okay. So which is a common term for these two? M minus n is equal to, so if you take d as common, we left with n minus m. N minus m. Just observe here. So here we have m minus n, but right hand side n minus m ಇದೆ. ನೋಡಿ left hand side ಅಲ್ಲಿ I will take negative as common. If I take negative as common, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ? So minus 1 common ತಗೊಂಡು. Minus, if I take minus 1 as common, so m can be written as 1 into m. I have taken minus 1 as common. Here we left with minus m plus n is equal to d times of n minus m. So minus 1 into n minus m ಬರಿಬೋದಲ್ವಾ? Clear? N minus 1 is equal to d into n minus 1. Here n minus m and n minus m get cancelled. So what we left there? Therefore d is equal to minus 1. We obtain the common difference. And what is another requirement here? Another requirement is first term. Okay. Using first equation or second equation. Using first equation or second equation, you can find the value of first term. From 1. What is the first equation today? N is equal to a plus m minus 1 into d. M is equal to a plus m minus 1 into d. that is n is equal to a plus m minus 1 into d. Now substitute the value of d. N is equal to a plus m minus 1 into minus 1. M minus 1 into minus 1. So now multiply by negative sign. This side is as. So left hand side write as it is. N is equal to a plus minus 1. Minus ಇದೆ. Okay. So take this as minus. So a minus m minus 1. A minus m minus 1. Because plus into minus becomes minus. So now take entire term to left hand side. Entire term to left hand side. So all the terms ಏನಿದೆ ನಮಗೆ minus of m minus 1 ಇದೆ. So take that complete as single term, take this term to left hand side. So that becomes n plus m minus 1 is equal to a. N plus m minus 1 is equal to a. So therefore a is equal to n plus m minus 1. Then rearrange ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. A is equal to m plus n minus 1. A is equal to m plus n minus 1. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಮಕ್ಕಳ? So this is how we obtain the first term. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯಿತು? Okay. So then after obtaining the common difference on the first term, what we need to find? Here we need to find the pth term. Okay. So take a pause and note on all the things what I have written here. Now dear students, we have to find the pth term. So now we are going to find the required answer. Now what is the nth term? Tell me general formula. An is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. So here we need to find pth term. So put n is equal to p. A is equal to what you obtained here? M plus n minus 1 and a common difference d is equal to minus 1. Substitute the above formula. So AP is equal to A is here m plus n minus 1 plus p minus 1 terms of minus 1. Next step is simplification. AP is equal to m plus n minus 1 multiply by negative sign. So this becomes minus p minus 1 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Therefore AP is equal to m plus n minus 1 multiply by minus sign. Minus p minus into minus becomes plus 1 and minus 1 plus 1 get cancelled. We left with AP is equal to m plus n minus 1. So this is our required term. Therefore required pth term is AP is equal to so this will be minus p here. So plus 1 minus 1 get cancelled. M plus n minus p ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So AP is equal to m plus n minus p is our required answer. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಮಕ್ಕಳ? Take a pause and note on all the things what I have written here. Now dear students, we are moving to the 7th question on arithmetic progression. In an AP, pth term is 1 divided by q and qth term is 1 divided by p. Prove that the sum of first pq terms is 1 divided by 2 into pq plus 1. 1 by 2 terms of pq plus 1 where p is not equal to q. Here p is not equal to q. Just observe here. Solution. So similarly also to find the sum to n terms or n terms, the requirements are first term as well as common difference. So first we need to find the first term as well as common difference. Solution. Given pth term of AP. So p term entendre ನಾವು AP is equal to a suffix p is equal to 1 divided by q. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ 1 divided by q, and qth term of the same AP, AQ is equal to 1 divided by P. AQ is equal to 1 divided by P. So now, so we know the formula, n term of the given arithmetic progression. Nth term is an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. A plus n minus 1 into d. So put n is equal to p. So ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ AP is equal to a plus p minus 1 into d. So AP is nothing but what? 1 divided by q. So 1 divided by q is equal to a plus p minus 1 into d. So call this equation number 1. Similarly, substitute, put n is equal to q. We obtain qth term. AQ is equal to a plus q minus 1 into d. What is the q term here? AQ is equal to what they given? 1 divided by p. 1 by p is equal to a plus what? Q minus 1 into d. A plus q minus 1 into d. So call this as equation number 2. Call this equation number 2. So next, we need to eliminate a. So in both the cases, equation 1 as well as equation 2, the coefficient of a is 1. So that's why you can cancel these two terms easily. Consider equation 2 and equation 1. Consider equation 2 minus equation 1, or subtract equation 1 by equation 2. Same ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ equation 1 2 ಏನಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ, 1 divided by p minus 1 by q in left hand side. Equation 2 minus equation 1. In the right hand side, a plus what? Q minus 1 into d minus a plus p minus 1 into d. So what is the LCM here? What? P into Q is the LCM because these two are not equal. So PQ, and here we left with Q minus P is equal to A plus multiply by D. D into Q minus D minus A plus D into P minus D. Multiply by D there. So P into D, that can be written as dP minus 1 into D is D. Q minus P divided by PQ is equal to A plus D into Q minus D multiply by negative sign minus A minus dP plus D. Minus into A become minus A, minus into dP become minus dP, minus into minus become plus D. Minus D plus D get cancelled, plus A and minus A get cancelled, right? So what we left there? We left with D into Q minus D into P. Q minus P divided by P cube is equal to D into Q minus D into P. So what is the common term here? D is common, take it as outside. So Q minus P divided by P cube is equal to, take D as common, Q minus P barutte. So and Q minus P, here Q minus P get cancelled. So therefore 1 divided by PQ is equal to D. Therefore D is equal to 1 divided by PQ. The common difference is 1 divided by PQ. Next, we have to get the value of first term, that is A. For that purpose, I will consider from equation 1. Equation 1 consider Martin. What is equation 1? 1 by Q is equal to 1 by Q is equal to A plus P minus 1 into D. Equation 1 is A plus P minus 1 into D. Now substitute D is equal to P into Q. So now 1 divided by Q is equal to A plus P minus 1 into 1 by PQ. D is 1 divided by PQ. So 1 by Q is equal to A plus multiply by PQ for these two terms. Okay. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ P divided by PQ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ minus 1 divided by PQ is P into Q. And here P and here P get cancelled. ಇಲ್ಲೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ 1 divided by Q is equal to A plus 1 by Q minus 1 divided by PQ. So keep A as it is. A ಆಗೆ ಬರ್ಕೊಂತಿದ್ದೀನಿ. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇರೋ ದೀಸ್ ರೈಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇರೋ 1 by Q minus 1 by PQ ನ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಸೈಡಿಗೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ನಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1 divided by Q ರೈಟ್ as it is. So plus Q become minus 1 by Q. That is plus 1 by Q becomes minus 1 by Q. And minus 1 divided by PQ becomes plus 1 divided by PQ. So plus minus get cancelled. What we left there? A is equal to value 1 divided by PQ. This is the first term. This is the first term. So what we obtained? The common difference D is equal to 1 by PQ and the first term is 1 divided by PQ. Take a pause and note on all the things what I have written here. Now dear students, we are moving to the next continuation of this problem. Here we need to find sum to first PQ terms. It means SPQ for not ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So using the given D and A, first term and last first term and the common difference D. Now so we know that Sn is equal to n divided by 2a plus n minus 1 into D, right? This is the formula, 2a plus n minus 1 into D. Substitute or put n is equal to PQ. We need to find some first PQ terms, sum of first PQ terms. N is equal to PQ and A is equal to 1 divided by PQ and the common difference D is equal to 1 divided by PQ. Simplification. So SPQ is equal to, what is N here? N is PQ, so PQ divided by 2 times of 2 into 1 by PQ, that is A, plus N is PQ minus 1 into 1 divided by PQ. Next step is very simplification. SPQ is equal to, ಇಲ್ಲಿ PQ divided by 2 as it is 2 divided by PQ plus, now multiply this term by 1 by PQ. So PQ into 1 by PQ is PQ divided by PQ minus 1 divided by PQ. And here PQ and PQ get cancelled. We left with 1 there. PQ divided by 2. And here 2 divided by PQ be there. So 2 divided by PQ minus 1 divided by PQ. Just like a 2 minus 1 term. It is just like a 2 minus 1. So this is left with 1 divided by PQ plus 1. Here we left with PQ divided by PQ is 1. So now multiply by PQ here. So 1 by 2 write as it is. P cube divided by P cube plus PQ into 1 is PQ. Here it cancel, we left it 1. So therefore SPQ 1 by 2 times of 1 plus PQ. 1 by 2 times of 1 plus PQ. So this is our requirement. So what we obtained here? The sum to first PQ terms is, so here already proved the first sum to first PQ term is 1 by 2 times of 1 plus PQ, but the requirement is PQ plus 1. Just rewrite this as, therefore SPQ is equal to 1 by 2 times of PQ plus 1 is our required answer. Hence proved. Hence proved. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಮಕ್ಕಳ? Take a pause and note down all the things what I have written here. Now dear students, we are moving to the next question. Question number 8. If the sum of first p terms of an AP is equal to sum of first q terms, then find the sum of first PQ terms. Sum of first PQ terms. Solution. So what the given? Write the given thing. Given SP is equal to SQ. It means sum of first P terms is equal to sum of first Q terms. We need to find S P plus Q is equal to what? Here we need to find sum of first P plus Q terms. We know that Sn, sum of first n terms, Sn is equal to n divided by 2 times of 2a plus n minus 1 into d. 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So put n is equal to what? P. We obtain sum to P term. So Sp is equal to P divided by 2a plus P minus 1 into d. 2a plus P minus 1 into d. Similarly put n is equal to q where? Sq is equal to q divided by 2a plus q minus 1 into d. 2a plus q minus 1 into d. Now consider given thing. Sp is equal to Sq. Sum of first P terms is equal to sum of first Q terms of the AP. They are equal here. So what is P divided by 2? Substitute Sp and Sq. Sp is P by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into, that is a P minus 1 into d is equal to, what is Sq? Q divided by 2 and here 2a plus q minus 1 into d. Q minus 1 into d. And here 2 and here 2 get cancelled. 2 and 2 get cancelled there. Next step is simplification. So P into 2a ಇದೆ. P into 2a. So this can be written as 2ap ಬರಿಬೋದಾ? Multiply by P there. 2ap plus P into this term. So P into P minus 1 into d. In right hand side also this can be written as 2a into q. Q times of 2a is 2aq plus q times of q minus 1 into d. Q minus 1 into d. Next step is simplification term by term. 2ap plus this can be written as p square minus p into d is equal to 2aq plus q square minus q into d. Q square minus q into d. Next step is simplification. Just observe here. Here we have what we have 2ap. So 2ap plus p square minus p into d is equal to 2aq plus q square minus q into d. Q square minus q into d. So now we have to separate the terms a and d terms. The terms which are involving a and d. So just observe here, take this term to left hand side and this term to right hand side. So what we have? P square minus p into d minus q square minus q into d. P P square minus P into D minus Q square minus D, Q into D is equal to, so 2AQ minus 2AP. 2AQ minus 2AP. So now we will take this as, from these two terms D is common, P square minus P minus, multiply with negative sign, minus of minus Q square minus Q into D is equal to minus 2AP plus 2AQ. Minus 2AP plus 2AQ. Just interchange the terms. Next step is simplification. P square minus P minus Q square plus Q into D. So now I'll write this as is equal to, minus 2A is common. If I take minus 2A is common, here we left with only P and here minus Q. You can cross checking this one. So minus 2A into P is minus 2AP, minus into minus becomes plus 2AQ plus 2AQ. You get the same term. Here, so group the terms, P square minus Q square, first term, then minus P plus Q. You get this terms, minus P plus Q into D is equal to minus 2A to P minus Q. P minus Q. Okay. Next. So this can be expanded as, this term look like A plus B into A minus B. So this can be written as P plus Q into P minus Q, and take negative as common here. From these two term we obtain P minus Q. In fact, you can cross check this term, minus into P become minus P, minus into minus become plus Q is equal to minus 2A into P. Here just observe the both the terms. Here P minus Q is common. If I take P minus Q as common, here we left with P plus Q and here minus 1. P plus Q minus 1 is equal to minus 2A into P minus Q. Minus 2A into P minus Q. So just observe left hand side as well as the right hand side. Here P minus Q and P minus Q get cancelled. So these two are get cancelled. We left with into D, that is D. Okay. So P plus Q minus 1 into D is equal to minus 2A. So therefore, so D is equal to what? So keep D as it is and take this term to right hand side. Right hand side we left with only minus 2A, and this term comes to denominator, that is P plus Q minus 1. So this is the D. This is D term. Take a pause and note on all the things what I have written here. Just observe here. Our intention is to find first term and the common difference, but here we are unable to extract common term and first term. So that's why we write D as minus 2A divided by P plus Q minus 1. So next we need to find the sum to n P plus Q term. Sum to P plus Q terms. So now Sn is equal to n divided by 2 into 2A plus n minus 1 into D. Now substitute n is equal to P plus Q and D is equal to minus 2A divided by P plus Q minus 1. So we have to substitute n is equal to P plus Q because we need to find sum of first P plus Q terms. So now this becomes yes, P plus Q is equal to P plus Q divided by 2 into A, right? 2A as it is. 2A plus, what is n here? N is P plus Q. So P plus Q minus 1. N minus 1 is n is p plus q and minus 1 write as it is, and d becomes minus 2a divided by p plus q minus 1. P plus q minus 1. In the numerator p plus q minus 1, in the denominator p plus q minus 1, both are get cancelled. So what we left here is p plus q is equal to p plus q divided by 2 into, here we have 2a, plus into minus becomes minus 2a as it is, plus 2a minus 2a get cancelled, we left it 0. So s p plus q is equal to p plus q divided by 2 into 0. So 0 into anything is 0, therefore s p plus q is equal to 0. Sum of first p plus q term is equal to 0, therefore required sum of p plus q terms is s p plus q is equal to 0. This is the required thing. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು ಮಕ್ಕಳ, s p plus q is equal to 0. So here we need to find the sum of first p plus q terms, but here so we are unable to get the first term and the common difference, so that's why we take the relationship between them, that is d is equal to minus 2a divided by p plus q minus 1. So either d is equal to minus 2a divided by p plus q minus 1, or you can take this as a is equal to, take cross multiplication, d times of p plus q minus 1 divided by minus 2 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Clear? You can replace this term. In both the cases, either take a is equal to in terms of d or d is equal to in terms of a. So both the cases we obtain the sum of first p plus q term as 0. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಮಕ್ಕಳ? So in this class we had a discussion on some important problems on arithmetic progression. So next class also we go with the rest of the problems on arithmetic progression. Thank you all.